notice. Now, y'all got to talk like y'all mean it. I got to serve you notice. Well, let's do this. Serve the enemy notice. I got to serve you notice. Don't point to your neighbor right there, amen. Don't point to your neighbor right there. But now we are talking to our past, and we're serving our past notice that, listen, I want to let you know something. I ain't turning back right now. Whatever you try to do, whatever you've been to do, if you didn't get it done in 2018, it's over with now. Because right now, Mike, man, I don't care what you say. I am off and I'm running and I ain't gonna turn back, and I got enough momentum that you ain't gonna get me. Do I got anybody who's leaving their past behind? You need to say, past, I'll see you later. Pain, I'll see you later. Sickness, I'll see you later. My birthdays, I'll see you later. I'm off and running and I ain't turning back. I'm off, I'm running.
My God.
I ain't going back.
My God.
I hear you. Deuces. I'll see you later. I told you you should have got me when you could.
My God.
But you done messed around and let me get a loose now. And all I had to do is get my momentum.
Well,
and I don't care if you're trying to grab me. I don't care if you're trying to stop me. I done got my momentum now. And I done ran into 2019. And I'm unstoppable right now. Can't no devil in hell stop me from getting to the goal right now. I got on the other side and I saw Jesus there. And he was beckoning me, telling me, come on, Greg, keep on moving. You're about to get your blessing. Don't you give up right now. I'm about to have you run into me like you ain't never ran into me before. And when you run into me, you won't get everything I got for you. Do I got a couple of people? I ain't talking to this side because y'all ain't acting like y'all hear me. I believe it's the side that's about to get everything. Glory. So today I'm going to be talking to you about the movement that produces momentum. I'm going to be talking to you today about your faith today. Today we have all scriptures. If you notice, every scripture that I talked to you about was about movement. He first came to Abraham. He told Abraham, go. Get out of there. There's another place that I want to bless you in. You know how I know he wanted to tell us to go? Because he didn't tell us to go, we stayed where we were at. All right. And let me tell you something, it's where you was at was everything he wanted to give you. He wouldn't tell you to go.
Well.
And so he's telling Abraham, the first thing he's talking about is movement. He said, listen, you need to get out of here. You need to get out this place you've been at, because I got a place that I'm already prepared for you. But I got to get you from where you're at. Because you got too many people around you that are not going, they have been your weight. They have not been your momentum. I wish I had one or two people that understood. Because that's why I said, go for yourself and your own advantage. He said right now, you can't take everybody where you're going. Didn't you see when you tried to hold on them in 2018? What happened? You were still stuck in everything you were stuck at in 2017. But this time, it ain't going to be a corporate blessing. This time, I'm about to move individually. Those who move, I'm going to move with you. Those who stay, you stay with you. But you need to nudge your neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm about to get out of here. Somebody shout glory. Tell them now. Nudge your other neighbor and say, neighbor, I'm about to move on you. Because there is something that is stirring in me that I got to get to. And I see my blessing, and it ain't far away. You tell them to get out. Tell them it's time for you to move. It's time for you to get out of there. And then we go to the scripture Bible that says, Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith. Again, we're talking about movement. Faith is not a standstill word. People who are in faith don't stand still. They always doing something. And when they ain't doing something, the thing they believe in is doing something for them. But it's never staying still. You know how I know, Deacon Walker? Because he said we walk by faith. He said that's what we do. We walk. We're always walking. When you're walking, when you're in faith, you're always moving. People who say they're in faith and they still there, they ain't in faith. They say in faith, but they ain't moving. They always saying, I believe something. Do you got any relatives? I got relatives that when you see them, the same thing we were talking about back in 1970, they still talking about, you know, when I get this job, cuz, you be like, you been telling me that since 1970. Y'all ain't got nothing in y'all family. I'm just talking about my family right now. Hey man, Nikki, you in my family, so they in our family. Cuz you know, when I'm gonna get my degree, degrees done went out. Do you know that you done missed your degree a long time ago? Because those are people who always talking, but are never walking. Then there's other people, y'all didn't hear that. There are people that are always talking, but they never walking, right? They never walking this thing out. So again, we're talking about movement. Then he said this, wait a minute, and then Abraham left. Now, wait a minute, this is key. He left, but he left to a place he didn't have no idea what it was going to be. All he knew was God said, go. Can I help y'all with something? Quit trying to figure it out, just faith it out. Y'all catch that in a minute. Quit trying to figure it out, and you got to faith it out. Because when he tell you to go, your figuring ain't going to faith it, but your faithing will get you to where you're going. Because faith will have you moving, even in the midst of a desert place. It'll have you moving, even in the midst of famine. Because faith is your rudder to get you around some stuff that you didn't even know that was there. Somebody shout glory. Tell your neighbor, say, I'm moving right now, I'm moving right now, I'm moving right now. I may not look like it, but I'm moving right now. My faith is moving right now. Something is stirring in me right now. Some dreams just came back up in me. And I'm about to activate this thing, and I'm about to walk into everything God has for me. Look, your neighbor, say, move, move. Then he dealt with Philippians 3:14. And he said, now I want to let you know something. I'm off and I'm running now. Now see, once, now I better not tell that story. Once, there's some things you don't walk away from. Some things you like Forrest Gump. I just wish I had a couple of people. The reason they keep catching you again because you walking. There are some things you need to take off and begin to run like you ain't never ran before. And can I help you with something? Don't you look back. So the last scripture is still talking about movement. Talking about I'm running. Now, this is key. You got to remember we started by leaving. The next thing we did, we started walking. The next thing we did, we started running.
Building momentum.
Thank you, son. I was wondering, I'm going to talk to this side then. So you started off just having to leave. Now we have picked up some momentum because I'm walking out my faith. But then at the end, I'm running. Which means now I'm in full momentum. Okay. Hallelujah. The biblical definition of momentum is a focused intensity over time multiplied by God, resulting in unstoppable forward motion, and is fueled by a series of wins. I got something I need to tell you something. Y'all came out of last year, in case you didn't know, let me just make this announcement. Y'all came out of last year 365 and all. Did you hear what I said? Y'all had a winning record. No matter what it looked like if y'all was losing, y'all had a winning record. How do I know that? Because you're here today. Now you need to nudge your neighbor and tell them, neighbor, you need to wake up. You sit next to a winner. And I'm about to make a noise like you ain't never. the doctor counted you out, you won. When things went bad, you won. I don't care if you lost your job, you won. Why? Because God got you. Somebody shout glory. Nudge real good and say, I win, I win, I win, I win. No, nudge them like you mean it. Prophesy to them, because they may think they just here today. But I don't know about you, but I got some winners in the house. I'm a winner. I didn't lose. I didn't go down. I'm still standing. Momentum. I expect to win. I got momentum. He ain't let me have all these victories for me to get over to 2019 and lose. He had me run in there because he was ready to hand the baton. He was ready to say, ready, set, go! So, this year my assignment is to get you from just making a move to making some moves.
Plural, yeah.
Did you hear what I said? Now, we ain't making a move.
Done that already.
See, a move will put you where Abraham was. Because what happened was his daddy made a move and stayed there. But that was never where he was supposed to stay. So he had to come back and say, Abraham, I need you to separate yourself. Because we're about to make some moves. I wish I had some people who have more than one business in them. I'm talking about moves, y'all. This ain't a normal year, y'all. This is a year of momentum. You see that there's an arrow going that way. Which means there ain't no going back right now. We're about to make some moves. Some moves. To make some moves, baby girl. We're about to make some moves. And we're about to make some moves that produces momentum. A move doesn't give you momentum. One move don't give you momentum. You done made one move and you think you done made it. You still talking about that one move you made 10 years ago. They don't even make them kind of TVs no more. Praise God. Praise God. You couldn't wait till you got that screen with the projector in the back. Praise God. You can't even give it away or give it up. The crackheads won't even take it. Anyway, let's keep on going. Amen. Whatever it is, whatever they're selling it. You know I don't know that yet. You know I don't know this stuff. They be like, that's too heavy, man. Ain't nobody gonna want this. You pay me for even asking me. Praise God. But we have just made a move and we've gotten still again. But kingdom, people don't make a move. Because heaven too full for we make one move. Kingdom people make MOVESs. They're always doing plural stuff. They doing move after move.
Come on.
After move.
Right.
So people will come to you and say, why are you moving like that? Why is it you buying all them cars? Because I was making moves after moves after moves. And it may be another one I'm about to make, because when you're in momentum, as long as you keep moving, you'll move into your next destination. And you don't even know what's at your next destination, because all he tell you to do is go. God, I wish I had some people who understood. He didn't even tell you what was going to be there. He just said go. And because God said go, when you go, you're going to meet God. And when you meet God, you meet everything. So, and momentum is where you get supernatural acceleration. Pastor T said on New Year's Eve night, God is about to accelerate our acceleration. I wish I had, okay, who I'm going to talk to right now? God, God said, I'm about to accelerate your acceleration when I get you in moving. In other words, I'm about to turbocharge that thing that's behind you. You're not going to move at normal rate. Things are going to be moving quickly for all those who are in momentum, because God said, I'm about to accelerate you. But I just can't accelerate you. I got to accelerate your acceleration. Which means when somebody is running with you, you're going to take off and make it to the end. Do I got anybody who's waiting and believing?
Hallelujah!
Okay, I'm going to go. Say, Pastor, how quick is it going to happen? This is what happened to Pastor Adrian. Y'all sit down for me. Let me tell y'all the story. So Pastor Adrian has been in a process of buying a house. Now, this has been some years, and it's been some months, and it's been some days, and all that, right? So God began to move on her behalf, right? She's about to go close. They called her and said, you are missing a piece of paper we need. She called the IRS. They said, we're not going to be able to get this paper to you in enough time for you to close. She called me on the phone. She said, Pastor, I don't have the paper, and they said they won't close. I said, let me tell you something. We are under a year of momentum. And God is about to bypass man, because man going to be standing in there no, and God going to bypass you to your yes. Oh, did y'all hear that? So she needed this piece of paper, and I called her. I said, are you going to close? That was on a Friday. She said, yes, I need to call you. I said, what's going on? She said, let me tell you what the loan officer said. He told me to go ahead and close. And for the first time ever, they have never closed a loan when you do not have this piece of paper. But when you're on God's side, oh, I wish I had somebody. When you're on God's side, I don't live by what man say. I live by God and God all alone. I wish I had one or two people, but I'm about to prophesy some stuff is about to close, and it's about to close real quickly. So she called me, and she said this. She said, the man told her, we ain't never seen it done like this before. But I got something else to add to that. So in the midst of it, y'all, can I tell the story? In the midst of it, they closed on Friday. They gave her keys on Sunday. Wait a minute. And she moved on New Year's Eve. How long did that take, Michael? You don't close, get the keys, and move in 3 days. Only when you got acceleration. God is about to move some stuff. So,
You gotta be ready. You gotta be ready.
Ask your neighbor, say, neighbor, are you ready? To go? Deacon Walker, but that ain't the end of the story. Because he said God had told her to sow, S-O-W, all the furniture in her house. He told her what to take, and he told her who to call. She called the young lady and said, I just want to give you all this. The young lady said, how much? She said, ain't no cost. I just want to give it to you. But you got to be over here by Monday, because that's the day I'm moving. The young lady said, let me call you back. Let me get everything together. She called her back. She said, let me tell you something. Do you got some movers? She said, not yet. She said, you don't need it because I took care of it. All God told her to do was go. Deacon Walker closed on Friday. Got her keys. They called on Sunday. She said, I ain't finna come back out. When they got her keys on Monday and moved New Year's Eve service. What a way to bring in the new year. For God to put her in the accelerator. Because he said, I got to close you out for 2018. Because this one can't cross over. I got to leave it right here to give you some momentum. Somebody shout, momentum! See, God about to move on somebody's behalf. They done told you it wasn't going to work. But I come out and tell you in 2019, everything going to work. Somebody shout glory.
Yes, God. Thank you, Jesus.
Please hear me, y'all. Please hear me. This is not normal this year. This ain't normal pace this year. But let me tell you what she did. She packed probably 6 months ago. And despite of everything that was coming against her, she kept on wanting to unpack. I say, don't you unpack nothing. Because if you keep it packed, that means you expected it. The day you unpack means you quit believing that God was going to do it. She kept everything packed in her house. She didn't have to say, wait a minute, let me go pack it. She said, I'm already ready to go. I come out and tell you, those of you who are ready in 2019, you're about to get up and go, and everything you need going to be provided. Somebody shout glory. Let me tell you what. Can I tell you what divine acceleration is? Divine acceleration is the supernatural ability of God applied to your life to bring his plan to pass at a much higher rate than human possibility. Did y'all hear what I said? Now listen, I got something else I need to announce. Are y'all ready for this? Because I got a new word for us this year. He gave me a new word for new beginnings on yesterday. Because this is what the world gonna say. The world gonna say, I ain't never seen it done like this. The body of Christ, he said, I'm gonna surprise you in such a way. Our new word for this year gonna be wow. Now, see, y'all need to practice that. You're about to. That's what it's gonna be. See, prophetically, you need to let that sound come out your mouth. You're about to walk into your destiny. And all you're going to be able to say is, wow. You're about to walk into your new house and all you're going to be able to say is, wow. You're going to be driving in your new car and all you're going to be able to say is, wow.
Thank you, Jesus.
You're going to be on your new job and all you're going to be able to say is, you're going to get your first paycheck and you're going to say, now y'all don't never say neighbor. Right now I'm just practicing. Because I believe what the prophet just said. So I might want to start practicing from where I'm about to see you. And I'm about to see my wow moment. I wish I had some wow people up in the house. That's what it's going to be, Prophet Timberlake. You're about to walk into a wow moment. You're just going to be riding. Hope you got one of them cars that got self-driving.
Okay, come on.
See, I'm glad you received that. Because you're going to have to be like, you're going to be driving like, I can't believe it. Oh, I'm telling you, God said that we're about to have a wild type of year. The world won't say, we ain't never seen it done like this before. And he said, I'm about to astonish my people, because the world needs to see the people of God being blessed like never before. And they want us to say, wow, and them to say, I ain't never seen it done like this before. God is moving on somebody's behalf right now. Some supernatural, divine acceleration is moving on somebody's behalf. Humans came through it, but God said, I am. Somebody shout me. Hallelujah. Divine acceleration. Momentum. Like we've never seen before. And that's going to bring collectively all that he ever said he was going to do for you. I saw this in the spirit, and I'm going to show you what I saw in the spirit this morning. I saw, as I was getting up, spending time with the Lord this morning, getting ready for this message, I saw this dam, and I saw these logs, and I saw this water, and the water couldn't move because it was hitting the dam. And then I saw this big gush of water come, and it broke down all the logs. And all the logs started going down to the end of the river. He said to tell you, the logs have been the stuff, like I told you, that's been held up. It's been some stuff that has been tangled up and got caught in some of your unbelief. It got caught in when you gave up. And so it didn't have enough momentum to make it all the way down the river. And it started hanging up. And so I told you at the end of 2018, he told me in 2019, we were going to run into all our damned up stuff. Amen. And he said, that's why I started getting your momentum ready. So when you hit the dam this time, for a matter of fact, he said, you're about to loose everything. And everything is about to flow on your behalf. And there ain't going to be no more dam. There's going to be a free flow. And for a matter of fact, he said, this year going to be the easiest year you ever had in your life. And he said, all you got to do now is go with the momentum. Because I done broke down every barrier. I done broke down every unbelief. I done broke down everything. And now we on our way to the end. Somebody shout glory. I guess you said it today. That Egyptian that you saw today,
No more!
I got an announcement.
No more!
You ain't gonna see that no more.
No more!
Your stuff is flowing right now. And you're about to get behind your stuff. And everything God ever said you can have, it's gonna be yours if you can believe it. Somebody shout glory. But this is what it's going to take to get all that. It's going to take faith. So, Hebrews 11:1 said, now faith. Now. Okay, let me go over here. Now faith. Okay, maybe you'll catch it in a minute. Now. Right?
Already.
Right now.
Already.
Wait a minute, I'll go over here. Now. He didn't say later, he said, when you get in faith, it makes things happen.
Now. My God. Thank you. That's good. Thank you, Jesus.
So God told me to tell you, real quickly, the time is now.
Yeah.
The time is right now.
Right now, faith.
You're not going to have to wait any longer. I decree and I declare, as soon as your faith attaches to whatever God is saying, You're going to receive something now.
Now.
You're going to get your place now.
Yes.
Not with worry, but by faith, I'm going to have it right now. Now listen, I need to tell you this story now, amen. Since y'all didn't react real good to that, amen, praise God. You know, y'all, I don't know, I was right there. If somebody told me now is my season, you know, right now is my season. Right now, this is the time, this is the season for my right now to happen as long as I got faith. And if you don't know, the number 19 is for faith and hearing, which means this year he's going to do things that people can believe right.
Oh, God.
So,
Yes, God.
then y'all can stand back up. Praise God.
Yes.
So, my son Greg Jr., he been on a faith walk.
Yes, he has.
God told him, go. Now, can I help you with this? Whenever you go, know this. You're going to hit a storm.
Listen here.
It ain't nothing to get out the boat. The problem is, will I stay out the boat when the storm happens? So he been on this show enough good walk.
Yeah, he has.
And I remember one time we went and talked, and me, if you know me, I'm going to always stand on the word of God.
Always.
I don't care what it looks like. If God said it, I just believe it. Your circumstance nor your situation is going to change my mind.
Ever.
That's where you got to get to. So anyway, he was going through a real good, you ever been one through one of them good fights of faith?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he been through one of them
Yeah.
good fights of faith. Good fight. But see, he wasn't fighting, his faith was fighting.
Come on, Apostle.
And so he been going, he been believing God. He went for a job. You know, they was hiring him, and then later on come talking some smack to him. But it wasn't the job God wanted him to have. And so he went and got another job and said, I'm going to just do something until something else comes. Because see, faith always moving.
Always. Come on.
So then he went for an interview for a job. He's sitting there, and for the first time ever, the gentleman told him this. Greg interviewed, and he hired him then. That ain't it? Y'all thought that was it? God ain't never hit with it. When I tell you the first part of the story, he just looking to see how you gonna react. So while he's sitting there, the guy, because Greg can talk, he got that from me. Praise God. He is a good talker, amen. Brother can talk, amen. He can out-talk me, amen. He good. My children can talk. So he talked to the guy. When he got finished with the interview, the guy said, I want to hire you today. Right? And then he told him this. He said, and I ain't never, ever hired nobody on the first interview. You always got to leave and come back, but I want you now. He said, wait a minute. How much did you make at your previous place? He said, well, I made this. He said, Greg asked him, how much do you guys pay? He said, it don't matter what we pay, because when we pay people who normally come at that, we ain't giving you that. God said, I got a recompense you for everything you don't reap. But doesn't never say God ain't done yet. Because we're in a season of momentum. One thing happening after another thing, happening after another thing. Somebody stop doing it. So I think they gave him, if I'm not mistaken, he'll correct me, I think $8,000 over. Am I right? A little bit, $8,000 over what he was making at the job when God said go. But when God said go, he got something better on the other side. My son never said, it ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. So he goes to the job the other day for orientation. And the guy tells him, he said, Greg, I am so sorry. He said, listen, something happened at the other store, and I ain't gonna be able to break you in right now. I can't onboard you because we got too much going on. And so Greg said his mind went, well, I can go drive Uber, I can do this to make it happen. Because McCurry's not moving. Bro, McCurry don't go together.
Not be defeated. No,
don't go together. I'm allergic to bro.
I hear you. I
hear you. He said, he's sitting there, and then the guy says to him again, he said, Greg, I want to tell you this. He said, you have impressed me. He said, after the first 10 minutes, I knew I was going to hire you. He said, I don't want to do nothing to lose you. I can't bring you on to work this week. He said, what I'm going to do, I'm going to pay you. I'm going to pay you. You ain't even got to be here, but I'm going to pay you. Why is that? Because my season is now. I keep telling y'all, our season is right.
Hey, our season now. Our season is now.
Why you go home? Because unprecedented favor is resting on New Beginnings Ministry. Tell your neighbor now, say season. Not later, right now. Now faith. Now my blessing. Now my breakthrough. Now the overflow. Right now. I dare you to give him a right now praise. Tell your neighbor, watch out. Because I'm about to move into my now season. That ain't gonna never stop.
I'm moving in my now season. Wow.
And I bet you after Greg got that, he said, wow.
He did.
I told you we got a new word in here.
Wow.
Wow. Let me tell you the acronym for why. Today I'm going to give y'all some acronyms too.
Give us an acronym.
I ain't preaching the whole month.
You've been studying. Go ahead, Apostle.
I told you I've been studying this thing.
Look at him.
Praise God. Amen. If I had a Hammond's organ, I'd throw this thing off and grab the mic. I grab that mic like Prophet Timberlake. I'll show them how to do it. Amen. I may pass out afterwards, but praise God. We'll have a wild moment, praise God. Wow. Wow can go both ways. Let me give you the acronym of WOW. Because this is what I'm laying the foundation for 2019. I'm telling you, this is what's going to happen. It's going to be works of wonders. Wow. Works of wonders.
Works of wonders.
I like that. Thank you, God.
That's what y'all about to walk into.
Yes.
Works.
Thank you, Lord.
S.
Jesus.
Of wonders. Works. Chanel, works of I like that. And God says, as he did in Mark 5:42, he said, I'm about to astonish you with great astonishment. I'm about to astonish you with great astonishment. Just like when I went and I got Jarius' daughter up after she was dead, and I called her forth in the midst of everything. And when they looked at it, the Bible says, Look at it when you get a chance. In Mark 5:42 it says, and they were astonished with great astonishment. They weren't just astonished. They were astonished with great astonishment. In other words, they had a wow.
Wow. Wow.
The only thing that can access this now season of momentum is faith. That's the only thing that can access this. Y'all write this down. Y'all got to have faith. This ain't going to come by your feelings. This ain't going to come by your jump. This ain't going to come by your shout. It's going to come by your faith. Because let me give you what number 19 is, and then I got to read God. Man. Ooh, wow.
That was the other way.
Ooh, I know we're going to get through all this. It's okay. We got it all year long.
You're doing good.
The number 19 biblical is for faith and hearing.
Okay.
The number 19 is for faith
I hear you.
and hearing. The number 19, your hearing, now let me give you this apostolic instructions. Your hearing and your response to what you heard is going to be key for your momentum this year.
Okay.
Did you hear what I said? I said your hearing, not just your hearing, but your response to what you heard is going to be key to your momentum this year. Now, I need to pray this prayer. I pray that you're going to hear this year like you never heard before. That's what I got to pray. I got to pray now because there's no use of me telling you what it is. And I need to pray that you will not hear naturally this year, but this year you're going to have to hear supernatural. Because God is going to have you do some crazy stuff. Because whenever He's ready to do the abnormal or the unusual, He's going to ask you to do something unusual. And so, he that have an ear, the Bible says, let them hear. So, when he first talked about the ear, it was the natural ear, but the other hearing was the spiritual ear, because now he that have an ear, hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying in His season for you to do. Do y'all catch that? All right, let me give you what else 19 is. 19 is also, now if I mess this up, Prophet Timberlake going to have to get with me on this, because I don't know who Hebrew all that together that good, but I know he know Old Testament. So the 19th letter of the Hebrew letter is the word kaf. And it means the back of the head. It means the mind. Amen. It means the hearing and how you hear. The word picture about hearing from the Hebrew is hearing God's voice and God reaching down to you from heaven to speak to you about what heaven is saying about you right now.
Yes!
Are y'all catching what I'm saying? So in other words, it's a word picture of me hearing what God is saying. And I want to let you know this. He ain't speaking in the fire. He ain't speaking in the wind. He's going to be speaking in this small voice, because you will have to have an ear to hear what the Spirit is saying. And the Spirit ain't hollering, the Spirit is whispering. Somebody say, whisper to me, Lord.
Whisper to me, Lord.
There are 19 people in the Hall of Faith in Hebrews, the 11th chapter. So I'm going to get you in here. We got the hearing part, right? So we understand that the hearing, 19 is for the number of hearing, right? But now, where do we get the faith from? Because the word, the Hall of Faith have 19 people in it, and the examples of what faith looks like.
Amen.
And all it says is now faith, now faith, now faith, now faith, 19 times. Which means faith has to be linked in to the number 19, because it's in the Hall of Faith. And if it's in the Hall of Faith, that means it's for us today to grab hold to what 2019 means.
Okay. Go ahead and teach it.
The 19th time Noah's name is mentioned in Genesis, they entered the ark by faith and they all were saved.
Apostle, go ahead and teach it.
In Genesis 6:22, it says, thus Noah did according to all God told him to do. And guess what? God did what God said he was going to do. He was going to bless Noah on the other side. I don't know about you. I started looking at this story of Noah. And I've seen this prophet. Now y'all check this out. He said, I gave Noah exact instructions on how to build the ark.
Exact instructions.
But I told him to build an ark at a time when there wasn't no rain. He said, but I told him to build anyhow. It didn't matter what you saw. It was matter what you believed God to say. And he had to strategically build this ark according to God's plan, because there was going to be things that God was going to bring into the ark. And if he didn't build it according to, it wasn't going to be enough room for everything. I come by to ask you, how big is your ark?
Come on.
Have you built it big enough to contain everything God wants to do for you? Okay. I ain't got time to deal with that. We'll deal with that next time. The key is man's response back to God by faith. Hearing and doing. When Jesus was ready to do the very first miracle, this is what he told the disciples. Mary told him, whatever he tell you to do,
You better do it. Do it.
So I come by this year to tell you, whatever he's telling you to do,
Do it.
you better do it.
Yeah.
While everybody talking about you, they was talking about Noah. They were saying Noah crazy. Noah was hearing the voice of God. They was talking about Noah. But then when the flood came, they were trying to get with Noah.
Come on. Yes, they were.
Noah said, hey, buddy, you should have listened when I told you. God was speaking to me in a still small voice. But let me tell you this. Noah never had to go out and get none of the animals.
No. Wow, he did it. He did it.
Prophet Timberlake, Noah couldn't have went out and got every animal. Once he finished the task, the animals started coming. They started coming from the east. They started coming from the north. They started on. When you get to this building, your blessing gonna show up and so. Quit trying to do the work. He just waiting for you to finish your faith. Then the work gonna bring what he wanna bless you with.
Stop trying to do the work.
Go read it for yourself. Go read it for yourself.
Apostle, that's good.
Go read it for yourself.
That's good. That's real good.
How could he go out and get 7 clean animals? And 2 of this.
My God.
And 2 of that. How long would that have took?
I didn't even think about it though.
But he the God of everything. He makes stuff come to you.
Everything pertaining to
He said, y'all 7 pigeons, go. I'm telling you, he about to make some stuff in this season of momentum.
My God.
When you get finished building and doing what he told you to do, it's going to start showing up. The house going to show up. The car going to show up. The husband going to show up. All your stuff going to show up.
My building. Yes. My God. Yes. You good.
Okay.
You good. I can give you a few more
Oh
minutes.
my God. Wow.
Y'all catch that? Y'all catch that? Man. Okay, let me keep going. Because they got me on the time.
I'll give you a few more minutes. It's good.
Can I just have this to tell this part?
I got you.
So, I'm teaching, but listen. I'm giving you an overview. But now, when I come back, I'm going to be breaking down. We're going to stay on faith for a while. But I need to kind of give you this snapshot
You're good.
of what you. How many of y'all excited about y'all 2019?
You have to read the wow factor.
My assignment this year Pastor even raised his hand. Pastor said, I'm about to get my stuff, amen. Pastor said, I'm about to get my stuff too. Amen. Don't you forget to bless Antoine. You hear me? Amen. Don't say nothing smart, amen. Praise God. Had to catch that, amen. You got to know how to stick and move, right? Stick and move, stick and move. Okay, give him a minute. So, my assignment this year is to build your faith.
Come on.
Now I'm going to give you an acronym for faith. Y'all ready for this?
Hold on.
Y'all ready for this? So my assignment this year is to build your faith. Because I got to take you from just believing and hoping to being fully persuaded. At the end of this year, I guarantee you, if you sit under this teaching of faith, you're going to be fully persuaded. You won't stagger no more at any of his promises. When God said go, you're going to get up and start running. Because you won't know there's something greater on the other side. So let me give you this acronym of faith. Fear ain't in this house.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
F,
I know
fear.
that's right.
A-I-N.
I know that's right.
This ain't house. So I decree and declare right now, 2019, fear ain't up in this house. Ain't no fear coming in contact with nothing I'm about to do. For a matter of fact, we evict fear right now.
You got to go. My God. My God.
Wow, fear ain't in this house.
Wow.
Fear ain't in this house. Fear ain't in this house. I gotta skip some stuff, but I want to give you these 3 words. Fear ain't in this house. Amen. Nothing never say fear ain't in this house. Now you need to talk to yourself. Amen. Say fear ain't in this house. Fear ain't in this house. I'm about to, matter of fact, I'm about to get up right now. I'm about to get up right now. There's some things I've been scared to do, and when I leave out of here, I'm gonna go do what God told me to do. I'm about to get up out. Cause fear ain't up in this house. Okay, I gotta skip all this other stuff when we get to this part. He gave me 3 words for new beginnings this year. Are y'all ready for these 3 words? He said, 2019 is gonna be extraordinary. And extraordinary means he gonna leave you in awe of him. He said it's gonna be phenomenal. And phenomenal means it's going to be very remarkable. And it's going to be extravagant. And extravagant means it's about to be in excess. Those are 3 words. And God told me to tell you, truly, he about to, you want me to go back over again? Extraordinary. Say it the way educated people say it. So I said it the way East Cleveland people say it. I said it in 2 words, amen, and I know it's 1 word. Extraordinary, praise God, amen. Praise God. Sometimes a brother needs help, amen. Because I don't want y'all to get it separated. I want it to be momentum, amen. I want to be extra than ordinary. I want to be extraordinary, which means extraordinary, amen. I love it. I needed help, amen. Y'all know y'all got to help me, praise God. When the Holy Ghost ain't on me, I say it anyway. See, phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
This is my new saying. You ask me how I'm doing. He said that's what new beginners going to be doing, phenomenal. Which means very remarkable. And then he said this year he's going to allow us to experience his extravagance. And that will be his excessiveness of him. Those are 3 words. But he told me to drop this and then I'm going to close. And God said to tell you 2019, for real, for all those who are in faith and who are prepared, he said, I'm about to open heaven. And he gave me Deuteronomy 28:12. The Lord shall open unto you his good treasure, the heaven, to give rain into the land and in his season, and to bless all the work of your hands, and thou shalt lend to many nations, and you shall not borrow. He said, I'm about to, for every seed, and I'm not just talking about money, I'm talking about every seed that's in the ground. He about to open up heaven, and he's about to rain down on your land. And there's about to be a crop that's about to come up, because the heavens are open and the earth is about to give up everything that God had already said you could have. Somebody shout glory. And this is what your access gonna give you. Are y'all ready for this? This is my closing scripture for real. I'm still under an hour. Man, that's good. Praise God. I just had an hour. Romans 5:2, Amplified. Can you bring that up for me? Because I want them to see this. This is what the open access is going to give you, your faith this year. Tell your neighbor, say, neighbor, are you ready to go yet? I'm ready to go. While she getting this up, I'm going to tell you what I released to Prophet Antoine. I was in worship today, and this is what he told me to tell Prophet Antoine, but I just hear the Lord saying, it may be somebody else good morning, because I was sitting with worship, I wrote it down. He said, tell my people, the ones that really want to walk in my extravagant, you say how much you want to tithe, and I'll meet that in your income. Now, that's only for my givers that got happy, because the givers get happy about that. But then you start thinking of some astronomical numbers. Because listen, this ain't normal year. I keep telling y'all, this ain't, man, please. Where do I got some people that believe that with me? This ain't no. For matter of fact, the last quarter of last year was not normal. And for the first time ever, I started preaching 2019 and 2018, 2 months before we got here. You know why? Because Mike, he wanted us to have the momentum when we got here. Momentum can't start from a stop. It has to already be in motion. We already had us in motion of blessings.
Oh, my.
Y'all ready? Through him. Also, we have our. Okay, let's read it together. And then I'll stop. Y'all know how to do it, right? Through him, we also have whose access? Our access. Go ahead. Interest. But how do we get in? By faith. Keep on going. Into the grace, state of God's favor, in which we firmly and safely stand, and let us rejoice and exalt in our hope of experiencing and enjoying the glory of God. That's what you're about to walk into. The very glory of God, where it's going to be everything heavy with his goodness and everything in it. What's that going to look like?
Oh, my God. Wow.
That's what it's going to look like. When you hit his glory, what it's going to look like. When you see all your stuff just coming, what it's going to look like.
Thank you, God.
This ain't normal. Let me tell you why. Can I just give you this quick teaching? This ain't going to take me 2 minutes. If I take a golf ball that is very light and I roll it down a hill and it gets to the end, you can stand there and stop that.
Yeah.
Right? You can stop that, right? But I told you you're going to have unstoppable momentum, right? But if I take a boulder, weigh about 500 pounds, And I started at the top of that hill, and it started rolling. It picked up momentum because it got the weight on it. God said, I got to put my weight on you this year. Because if you just roll down without my weight, you could be stopped. But if I put my glory on you, my weight on you, I put my weight on you. And every time we turn, we get bigger. Will nothing be able to stop that? And then he said, and when I get to the bottom, I don't even need nothing to help me keep going. Because my glory will keep it going. I just needed to get you started. He said, that's why this is going to be the easiest year. Because my glory about to hit your stuff. He said, I'm about to let my glory be on you this year. I'm about to let my weight be on you. I'm going to be pushing you. I'm going to be rolling you. I'm going to be blessing you. You ain't going to be able to stop it this time. 2019 going to be our year. Somebody shout glory. Let your neighbor say, neighbor, the weight is about to hit you. I'm off and I'm running now. I don't know where you at. And I ain't even looking back to see where you at. Because you know what he told me this year? He said, go for yourself. He ain't said go for your mama.
Go for yourself.
Not your daddy, not your brother.
Me.
Not Ray Ray. None of you. He said, you better go for yourself. Because you know what? They've been weights on your life anyway.
My God, right. Hold me back. Right.
It's just some people, I just had to let go.
Man, listen.
And it wasn't they were bad. It wasn't that they were bad people. They were just bad for me. You
I
understand?
refuse
Good
to let
people.
anybody back for me.
But they just weren't a part of this next destiny move. And I'm not trying to lift me up. I'm just trying to say you ain't trying to go there. You know how I know? Because I can tell by your conversation. Because every time I make a move, you say, why are you doing that?
Right.
Destiny people
Just
understand destiny.
Well,
People come like, I'm finna bust this move. I say, go ahead. I don't never say don't do it. I said, go ahead. Let's see what it look like. Go. Did he tell you? Did he say go? You better go. Because every time you bust a move, yeah, that's back in our day. That's me and Daddy. What would y'all say in y'all time?
Bust the move.
Okay, bust the move. Okay, so it carried over. So every time you bust a move for God, God gonna move for you.
well, yeah.
When I move,
Just like that.
okay, let's try again. When I move, what?
Just like that.
Okay. I bind that up in the name of Jesus. So did we get something today? God is about to build our faith in such a place. We're going to be making some moves by faith. By faith. Not by sight. Not by what's in my pocket. We're just going to be making moves. We're going to hear this year. We're going to move this year. Because you already know y'all ain't going to be in that house long. Because you're going to hear this year. And you're going to move this year. Didn't I tell you our season is when? Y'all got to keep that in your mind. My season is right now. So let's get ready to do communion.